Chapter 2.5, The Room with Two Voices. This is the moment when memory becomes a trap. When recognition doesn't save you, it confirms you're exactly where you feared. I don't know how long it's been. Time here doesn't pass, it folds. The evaluator hasn't left, but it's gone silent, still perched beneath its clinical white light. Clipboard in hand. Leg crossed neatly, eyes forward. No more questions, no metrics, no subtle head tilts, just silence. The kind that feels less like mercy, more like prelude, like the breath before a scream, like the air inside a trap before the teeth snap shut. I should feel relief, but this isn't peace. It's the hush before the relapse. Then, the lights flicker. No sparks, no violence, just like the wiring remembers something it was told to forget. And I hear it, the echoes. That sound again, the deep room, the metallic drip, the distant, unplaceable groans, the dissonance of silence stretched too far, where ego lives. The white fades, the dark returns, the circle of light reappears beneath me. Same chair, same posture, same cement floor. But this time, there are two more chairs, both occupied, one by the evaluator, still composed, still distant, still cataloguing. The other, ego, slouched, twitching, picking at his knuckles like his hands don't belong to him. Grin stretched wide, never reaching the eyes. He looks like he just woke up from a nightmare, or just caused one. They don't look at me, they look at each other, and they smile, like old co-workers at a funeral. Been a while, the evaluator says, tilting its head. Ego chuckles, jaw tenses. You still talk too much. They laugh, a shared joke, not cruel, familiar, and my stomach sinks. They know each other. They've been comparing notes this entire time. I thought I survived 2 separate encounters. 2 trials, 2 chapters, but I've only been passed between collaborators. They don't merge, they don't become one. Worse, they're comfortable, they don't need to conspire. Now they're just talking about me, like I'm the thesis they're co-authoring. Still runs when he's overwhelmed. Eager, but he sits longer now. Doesn't mean he listens. Progress, in its most cosmetic form. Ego, same panic, just dressed better. It's endurance, not evolution. Performance anxiety, performed well. They laugh again, and I'm still here, still listening, still the patient, still being reviewed. I want to leave, but I don't, because now I remember running just resets the scene. No matter how far I go, I always wake back up in this chair, so I stay, not out of wisdom, out of exhaustion. But this time, I see them, fully. Not in flickers, not as symbols, as parts I've kept fed for years, ego raw and reactive. The evaluator, cold and corrective. 2 forces, 2 voices, 2 masks I've worn for so long I started thinking they were mine. One screams, move now or you'll be nothing. The other whispers, you already are. Let's tally it up. I don't know which I hate more. This isn't healing. This is awareness without a map, a loop disguised as insight. A trap that hands you a pen to journal your own failure and calls it growth. They speak louder. They gossip. Ego dissects my fear like a punchline. The evaluator critiques my vocabulary, my posture, my delay in answering. Neither asks what I need, because neither believes I know. And after a while I start to believe them. I try to speak, voice cracks. You're both wrong about me. They pause. Then without a word they turn, together. 2 chairs, 2 eyes, 1 gaze. On me. And the silence between their words is worse than anything they've said. Because now I'm not a footnote. I'm the subject. The case study, the slide under the lens. And my silence was the only thing that ever made me feel safe in this room. I look down. The floor is different, etched, scratched, worn, like I've been here much longer than I thought. Maybe I never left. I whisper I don't want to do this again. They don't answer, because they know I will. Then, footsteps. Not 1 pair. Not steady. Dozens. A stampede of a crowd that never decides where it's going. I freeze. It isn't ego. It isn't the evaluator, new, unseen, but I know it. I know the rhythm because it doesn't have one. Scatter. And then a wind, sudden, sharp, clean, like a door opening into vacuum. And with it, they arrive. Not voices, noise, not words, reaction. I cover my ears. It doesn't help because it's inside. The noise is in my teeth, in my spine, in my bones. And I think, this must be anxiety. But before I can see them, it's gone, all of it. The room exhales, holds its breath. I'm back in the chair. Ego smirks. The evaluator turns a page. Neither surprised. They knew it was coming, and they let me sit through it. I don't know what's next. I just know something cracked, and next time, it's not going to knock.